Hey everybody, Jason with HOJ Forge. Welcome to video 3 in the Wakizashi series. So before we get going with this video, a reminder that my Etsy store is up and running, and if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description, and t-shirts still available, and I'll put a link in the description for those as well. So here we are, video 3. At this point in the whole forging process, I have gotten pictures of this and have sent them off to the Forged in Fire folks, and I did get a response today in the email. We are setting up a phone call for the initial phase. It's a multi-phase process to decide if someone is worthy and has enough personality to be on the show. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. So from this point forward in that whole process, I'm going to leave it sort of hush-hush, because I mean, this is their thing at this point. I did my part. I made it past the initial phase, and so now if I make it on the show, you'll see me on the show, and if I don't make it on the show, I will never mention it again, unless I put in another application next year or something. So anyways, on with this video. Today, I'm doing something else new that I've never done before, and I've got some walnut, same walnut that I used on the handle, that I'm going to use to make a scabbard kind of thing. I don't know. I know there's a term in the Japanese world for them, but I don't remember what it is. So I'm going to call it a scabbard. And then at some point in the video, we're going to go total fruit ninja and slice some things up with this, watermelons and, you know, water bottles and things like that, whatever I can find lying around the house. But we'll have some fun with it. I've never done that before. So that's going to go on this video too. So first steps first, let's get to laying out what we're going to do here. Okay, so the first step in laying this out is just figuring out where I want it and where it's going to fit. And because I have the guard incorporated into this, I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut it out, cut out the actual scabbard there a little bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking I want to go just below that to start it off, maybe. And then, so I don't screws it up from the very beginning, because, I don't know, I think it was Alex Steele who ended up doing two right sides when he should have done a right and a left. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out the next one while it's here. And I remember to flip it over so I get the mirror image. And that way they're both laid out. So now I was thinking about different ways I could do this. And traditionally, I think it's all done with a chisel, and I think I decided to do that. I was sort of half tempted to try using the router to router it out, but I'm just worried I'd screw it up. Make a mistake with the chisel, okay, you got a little gouge where you don't want it. Make a mistake with the router, and there's no coming back from that. So I'm going to go ahead and just start chiseling this out. First thing I'm going to do is go right along the edges and just give it a relief cut, kind of like that, so that everything will just come out easy. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video for this part, and then I'll come back later. Yeah. I'll tell you, it's getting this thing to fit. It's getting to be a real challenge. So I don't know. I just keep taking it in little sections and looking for high spots where the blade's just about to slide through. But I don't know. It's just little by little, and we're getting it. The thing I'm scared of going too much and making it too loose. I don't want the thing flopping around in there. I want a pretty firm fit when it's all glued up. So I don't know. Let's see if it fits this time. And I don't know, it's still getting stuck. Now the question is it getting stuck right where the tip's trying to get through, or is, you know, there's a distal taper on it, so that it's still somewhere. But oh, let's see if I really muscle it. Oh my gosh. So look, I mean, I can almost muscle it in there. We're a quarter of an inch, half an inch from being all the way in there, but I don't want to have to muscle it, but I want it to be a firm fit, you know, solid fit. So got a little more work to do yet. All right, here we go. It's still just a hair tight, but I think as it's used, it'll loosen up a little bit. So what's the next step? Gluing it up, I guess, right? Alright, so I just got done unclamping it, and it was a little tight at first, and then I took some candle wax, or paraffin, and just ran it over the blade real quick, and put it in and out here a couple of times, and then wiped it all off, and it is perfect. It is just enough, you know, that it won't come flying out, but, you know, I could do it. I gotta hold it pretty good with one finger, but I could do it if I had to. So, yeah, I mean, that's just about where I wanted it by blind luck. So I'm gonna go ahead. Remember, I traced the outline, so I'm gonna cut this on the bandsaw, shape it with a rasp, sand it, and probably gonna put the texture in down at the bottom just to make it match, and I think we'll be done with it. about it. I'm pretty stoked. You know, it's the first time I've tried it, so came out pretty cool. I mean, not exactly. I forgot what it's called in Japanese, but you know, it's not exactly perfect. If I was going for a perfect Japanese style blade, but this is only Wakizashi inspired, so we'll call this Wakizashi inspired. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, and it got me the phone call for the show, so that's all that matters. I will have this up for sale, and as I leave you, we're going to go total fruit ninja on this. I'm going to go grab the kids and the wife, and we're going to go slice some stuff up.